Inverclyde Community Development Trust has been going for over 30 years now, and its principal work can be divided into removing barriers, creating jobs and providing services, and that can be broken down again into employability, training, care and some heritage work as well. So it's a real mixed bag. Most of the elements here at Port Glasgow Business and Training Centre are concerned with training and employability.
Community Tracks have come along as a strategic partnership between Inverclyde Community Development Trust and Inverclyde Council. We're funded by the Climate Challenge Fund, which is part of Keep Scotland Beautiful, and also from Smarter Choices, Smarter Places through Paths for All. These funds have tasked us to set up an active travel hub for Inverclyde to encourage as many people to take more journeys either on foot or by bicycle than using more carbon intensive travel.
The project is about reducing barriers to walking and cycling, and to that aim I've been building maps both online and in paper form that are due to get printed shortly, and they will show Inverclyde and where the good routes are between schools and facilities, good cycle paths, like segregated cycle paths, showing the differences between the on-road and off-road cycle paths. It's involved quite a lot of consultation, so formed Inverclyde Active Travel Steering Group, which has got a lot of the kind of key partners and stakeholders in the community and getting their input into early drafts and getting their feedback and guidance. I've also been doing kind of general promotion for the project in terms of social media, content, and working with schools in terms of producing surveys to ask parents what are the barriers to walking and cycling to school, and looking at innovations like trying to close the streets off in front of schools so schools are more attractive places to walk and cycle to. There's also a broader Inverclyde active travel strategy that I've been feeding into this steering group that's being taken forward by a consultant, and that's due to get adopted by the council this year.
We would like to reduce the amount of carbon intensive travel, so reduce CO2 emissions. We would like to increase people's skills, socialisation, and just broaden people's more active lifestyles. We're kind of breaking down barriers in several ways. If you were to ask someone if they wanted to, for example, go cycling, they may say that they didn't have a bicycle. So we've created a bicycle recycling facility where we're taking bikes from landfill, hence reducing waste, occasionally from donation, and we're turning these bikes into usable cycles, and we're giving them back to the community. People may also say that they lack confidence to cycle on the road, so we've arranged for a series of guided rides to take place to help people to get that confidence back. So these are taken by qualified ride leaders, and they've been very successful throughout this year. Additionally, we've been running classes so that if people were to say to us that they maybe have a bicycle but it's in disrepair, or the bicycle, if they can't use a bike because it's damaged, we can teach them how to repair the bike, so they're getting those skills and keeping the longevity of their own bikes or the bikes they get from us going. We have a salaried staff here, myself as project coordinator, we have an active travel officer, we have some admin, and we have project mechanics. But the main thrust of the project is to get the community involved. So we have a nice group of volunteers who've given their time to us for free, but we've touched nearly 660 people throughout the project between guided rides and maintenance classes and bikes that we've given out and so on. So we're managing to reach out to a broad range in the community.
I'm a volunteer for Sustrans as well, that looks after the cycle tracks, and I'm also a cycle ride leader for Bells on Bikes to try, it's BELLES, so to try and get females out cycling. So I thought if we're going out cycling, we should really have someone who knows how to do some mechanics. And I'm sure some people do, but it's different groups of people each time. So yeah, I wanted to learn, and I'm here as a volunteer as well, because I think what they're doing with refurbishing the bikes for people that don't have bikes is really worthwhile. So I've been learning that way during the day as well. Yeah, I'm learning something every single time I come. Well, I'm probably learning lots every single time I come, yeah.
I seen it on Facebook, so I contacted them. We do a lot of cycling anyway, but we don't know how to do this. This is our third week now. It's really interesting.
I have gained like skills for life really. More knowledge about bikes that I didn't know previous and never know.
From this project itself, like, it's refreshed a lot of knowledge that I already had, but it's also like a different genre of bikes that I work with, so it's like a lot more knowledge I've gained. And obviously it's like helping the communication skills as well, because that was like a factor that wasn't quite on point for me because I was quite passive aggressive, but working with other people in this project has quite helped, to be honest.
Community Tracks have partnered with several local organisations, one specific example being Clyde Activity Bikes, who have provided our confidence building guided ride service, taking people out for longer runs and giving them a bit of sociability and also the confidence to ride on the road, and showing them how easy it is to get out and about on a bike.
We like to get people out that would normally maybe go in cars, get them used to cycling again, and not using cars, not using public transport.
People who wouldn't go out cycling on their own will go out as part of a group, and that encourages people to get out in the fresh air, exercise, improve health hopefully.
I personally enjoy the company, and I would normally just be sitting at home. I wouldn't go out on a bike. I don't have a bike at the moment, and so getting out, getting a bit of exercise that I wouldn't normally get. I've got a very sedentary job, sitting in an office all day, so it's nice to come home at night and get out cycling.
So Community Tracks helps the Trust achieve two of its main critical outcomes, and they're around training and they're around supporting the community, and specifically it does that through things like the bike repair programs and through some of the employability skills that clients and trainees can gain by getting involved in Community Tracks. And the good thing about this programme is it's got what we call community outcomes in it. So there's a lot around carbon, and there's a lot around organised events and health and fitness, but that's only one part of it. For our wider goals, people coming and doing something creative and doing something that's an employability skill, and in the routine of coming to a place of work, which this centre is, that's a real critical thing for us, and it fits really well with our main goals and our outcomes. The other thing that's really great about Community Tracks is the fact that we can now distribute bikes out into the community. We work with a lot of families in hardship. We work with a lot of people who are, the income's tight, they may be working, but very low income. So the idea that we can give out bikes to parents for cycle proficiency and for school activities and for events is just great. It's a great way of raising people's health standards, and it's a great way of taking some of the stress and the worry about the cost of a bike away from ordinary families. And again, that's supporting the community, that's removing a barrier, and it fits with the Trust's core ideals.